Did you know more deaths are caused each year by tobacco use than by all deaths from HIV, illegal drug use, alcohol use, motor vehicle injuries, suicides, and murders combined, according to CDC.gov? Good morning. My name is Matthew, and I'm here today to tell you all why tobacco products should be made illegal. First, I'm going to talk about what tobacco products are, specifically what tobacco is and what is in tobacco that makes it so bad. Then I'm going to talk about the health effects of tobacco use, specifically what secondhand smoke is and both the short and long-term health effects of tobacco use. Now that you know what I'll be going over this morning, let's jump right in and talk about what tobacco is. What is tobacco? Well, tobacco comes from the tobacco plant. They use these leaves to make cigarettes, cigars, pipe tobacco, chew, dip, and snuff, just to name a few. The most common ways to use tobacco products are smoking and chewing. Smoke from tobacco products contain over 7,000 chemicals. Over 60 of these chemicals are known to cause cancer. Tobacco product smoke contains carbon monoxide, nitrogen, and tar. The highly addictive ingredient nicotine is one of the harshest chemicals in this smoke. The leaves in these products contain small amounts of radioactive materials and is inhaled when smoked, according to cancer.org. Smokeless products are not any safer. They contain at least 28 chemicals that are known to cause oral cancer, including cancer to the throat, and cancer to the esophagus, according to WebMD.com. Now that you know what tobacco is, let's talk about the health effects of tobacco use. Let's get one thing straight. No one is safe from the health effects of tobacco smoke. You have the smokers, and then you have everybody else. Everybody else falls into the category of secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke comes from cigarettes, cigars, pipes that can be inhaled by people from the people that are smoking near them. Secondhand smoke contains all the same harmful chemicals smokers inhale. Secondhand smoke is known to cause cancer and other forms of health problems. Children and babies are the most susceptible to secondhand smoke. Some common ailments, or the way they're most commonly affected, are through pregnancy complications, sudden infant death syndrome, and slow lung growth, just to name a few. Smoking harms almost every organ in the human body, and it is estimated more than 443,000 people die each year in the United States. That is just the United States. Short-term health effects on the body are caused immediately from nicotine. Nicotine causes an increase in blood pressure, heart rate, and restricts blood flow from the heart. Causes arteries to narrow, and the carbon monoxide inhaled reduces the amount of oxygen the blood can carry. Long-term health effects include many forms of cancer, COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, chronic bronchitis, emphysema, heart disease, stroke, and oral health. I'd like to think everybody would like a pretty smile, but when it comes to oral health, tooth discoloration, bad breath, increase in tartar and plaque buildup, loss of bone in the jaw, and oral cancer. All these health effects from short and long term, these are just a few. This is not all of them. And I got all this information off of WebMD.com and CDC.com. Now that you have learned about the health effects from tobacco use, let's go over what I have briefed this morning. During the brief, I went over what tobacco is. I talked about the products, what is in tobacco, and what makes tobacco so bad. Then I went over the health effects of tobacco use. I talked about secondhand smoke and both short and long-term health effects. I hope after this briefing you know more about what tobacco is, the short and long-term health effects on the body, and most importantly, why tobacco products should be made illegal. Smoking is the single most preventable cause of death in our society today. If you have any questions or comments, I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you for your time.